Man, people, welcome back. I was telling myself I just gotta be more true to myself and play the videos I want to play because I think somebody in my Instagram. So shout out to folks in the Instagram because y'all really be doing you guys be doing your thing. I can't remember the name, but somebody was like, look up the David Tronis, however you say this guy's name, case. We got some interrogation video. Basically, this guy killed his wife, and he's being interrogated, but he's just super super quiet. It's like he's telling you a secret. It's the weirdest interrogation ever. I love these interrogation videos. It's always a wild ride when you see somebody is about to just lose it all. Anyways, let's go ahead and check this shit out. It's gonna be a good one. Let's check it out.
Because you heard the water and didn't hear her, you felt something was wrong?
One room, I went upstairs. I don't hear her talking on the phone, so I say hello. I don't hear anything back. I can hear water running.
So I say hello. I don't hear anything back. I hear water running. Like what's going on? Your boy, you're supposed to be distraught. You're supposed to be like really freaking out over this shit right now. Anyways, let's continue.
She's not saying anything. Doesn't seem right. Sometimes it is hard if you have the water running to hear somebody out there, so that was my assumption.
Okay, so it's one room. You don't see her?
Until
Is
I
that
get
what
to
you're
the
saying?
bathroom.
Okay. Is the bathroom door open or closed?
Open.
Open? Okay, and so you walk toward the water that you're hearing?
Yeah, walking to the bathroom.
Okay. And the door's open, and what happens? What do you see?
So I'm assuming the homie said he just gets home and he's like, babe, and there's water running. And bro, come on, that's a load of shit. You got me messed up. I feel like these cops, they hear the I just got home and everything was fucked up story probably like 2 times a week. They're hearing that story at least 2 times a week.
I see her laying with her head in the right-hand corner. The water is running.
And I'm gonna say another thing. Where's my remote for the AC? I can't find it. Y'all stay there. Y'all stay with me. Y'all stay with me now. I'll be skipping. I'll tell you one thing. He has a lot of detail in his mind, doesn't he? Her hand was on the right side. Her head was placed over here. And she struck such a pose, like yay high on the floor. Bro, you're not going to remember that if you just walk in on some shit like that. You're going to be freaking out, especially if that's your significant other. You love this person, right? You love this person, right? Come on. You're going to remember exactly where the hand and the head and the feet placement. Too much detail. Get a lawyer, you dumbass. He feels like he's smarter than them. I can already tell. The soft tone, the really precise. He feels like he's smarter. He could just create a story and walk away. No, sir.
But I don't think the drain is closed, because if it was, it would be going over, right? So the water's like half full. She's submerged partially, but she's also partially not submerged, and one of her legs is kind of sticking up and out a little bit. And it's just extremely awful, and it doesn't look natural. Obviously she fell or something happened.
It doesn't look natural. Obviously she fell or something happened. Obviously she fell or some bro. He so at the same time he's trying to put a story. You know, it obviously wasn't me. So clearly, I mean, obviously she fell, right?
And I tried to pick her up. I turned the water off. I tried to pick her up. She's stiff.
Not a single tear.
She's stiff?
It's hard to pick her up. She's not it's like a sack of potatoes. You know, it's not easy.
Yeah, because a dead person is heavier than a living person. Bro, no tears. When I tell you there's not a tear in sight, there's not a tear. I can The video is grainy, but there are no tears. I promise you that. You got me messed. No tears. Nothing in the voice, no sadness. He tried the sad voice for like 2 whole seconds. And then he was like, you know what, this is not going to be convincing. Let me just go back to talking really low. Low means sad, right? Talking low equals to sad, right? Nah, red flags are popping up everywhere for the detective. I'll tell you that much.
She's not moving with me. I grabbed her arms and kind of pulled her this way, and over, I think partially over, and that's when I realized that I wasn't going to be able to carry her. I tried to pull her. I was being as careful as I could, and at the same time I wanted to get her out of the water. I was screaming, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And I pulled her out into the other room, and I didn't know what to do. It was hard to move her that way, so I turned her and I held on to her.
At this point, it just sounds like you're manipulating and playing with a dead person. Like, what are you talking about? Like, at this point, you're still dragging her around. She's not responding. What do you do when someone's not responding? You call the police or the ambulance, right? Do you drag them around the house? Do you drag that person who's not responding, who clearly fell or hit their head or something happened, right? I'd say you call the police, right? Nah, you drag her around.
Her wrists. I thought that I'm still thinking that there's something I can do to help, and I'm kind of moving her, trying to get her, to shake her a little bit and trying to get the water out of her lungs. I got her in front of the couch, and I had to stop. I put her down, and I tried to lift her head up to kind of clear, I guess it's the thing you do if you're going to do CPR or something. And she's not responding. She has blood coming down her face.
You hear the attempts to sounding sad, right? Like, he's trying to sound sad and he'll just stop. Like, there was so much blood and down her face. Like, listen to him.
And she's not responding. She has blood coming down her face.
Then back to normal. Down her face. Normal as fuck. The detective is just sitting there like, spill all your truths, all your dirty secrets, sweetheart. Tell me all the lies. Tell me lies, baby, because now I'm just going to catch you in all of them.
And on the side of the body. And I'm still thinking I'm still thinking that she's going to be okay. I got the, we had taken the mattress pad off the bed. I set the mattress pad down underneath her, and I set her on it, and I tried to lift her, and I wiped. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what had happened. I had a towel that I had used to pull her out of the shower, or out of the tub with. I tried to wipe off to see what was...
Where was the blood coming from?
The left side of her face, here on her cheekbone.
Is that the right side?
I'm looking...
Or is it both?
I don't think so. She had blood. She had blood on the side of her head and down her neck. And when I wiped the part on her cheek,
Oh, they have his shoes all bagged up too. Oh yeah, evidence, evidence, baby. Yeah. See, you're a He's probably already a suspect. He probably doesn't even realize that he's already a suspect. You got your shoes bagged. But I mean, if he was in the apartment, they might want his shit. They might want his shoes. Just as you found her, get some evidence from his shoes. But I'm pretty sure they're treating him as a suspect already.
It's her left. It must have been her left. So it's my right as I'm looking at her. Right? I'm looking down. My right is her left. And wipe it. And more blood comes out.
She didn't stick her foot in the shower and slept. That didn't happen.
If she did, she would have fell backwards.
Oh, we have the hard ass. Okay, so we had Auntie Lucy who was just listening to everything. She was like, "All right, listen, we got the hard ass." She was like, "Listen, this is the lie that he told me. Everybody knows it's a lie. Like that shit. The way he's talking, the words coming out of his mouth don't even matter to me. It's the tone, the demeanor, like you're lying to me, and they know it." And we know it. And he knows it. We all know it. And y'all know it. And we trying to deny this shit.
And you didn't find her at 3 o'clock.
Didn't
It didn't happen.
I don't know that.
You don't know that? Common sense would tell you if you pull a woman soaking wet out of a tub at 3 o'clock and call the police within 6 minutes, then everything will be soaking wet when the police arrive within 3 minutes of that.
Yeah.
That's common sense.
So how did everything dry up?
That's our question.
See, he didn't even have to tell it. That's why I was like, he's playing forensic files or some shit over here, telling them when and how he pulled her, and now his story doesn't add up. You know what I mean? Congratulations, sir. You're a moron. Now he probably would have gone to jail anyway. Thank God. But he could have just got a lawyer. But it's people like this, when you have that much guilt and you feel like you're smarter than everybody, shit like this happens. You produce things like this.
It wasn't pulled out at 3 o'clock. It didn't happen.
There's a science behind evaporation, and that science is not matching.
It's not magic.
There is a science behind evaporation. Okay, so now you're treating me like a fucking moron. All right. Oh, and I saw a comment on my YouTube the other day. They're like, stop cursing so much on your YouTube. Lady, like, this is just how I talk. How am I supposed to, like, change? You know what I mean? No, I could curve it, but I don't want to.
3 o'clock.
I can take a
Science.
shower at 6:30 in the morning, and at 10 o'clock at night, my towel's still wet. Your shower even stays wet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just common sense.
Now he's trying to figure out how to fix this.
The water was definitely filled up to where you said, but not at 3 o'clock.
That's the sliver of truth. There's blood in the water. There's another sliver of truth.
How do I outsmart these women? That's what he's trying to
I know you
think.
think you thought of everything,
Yep.
but you didn't.
I don't think I thought of everything, and I've told you over and over, I don't know.
You do know. You have to stop saying you don't know, because you do know. You do.
Lawyer, where you at? Where you at?
You know exactly what happened, because it was only you and her there. There was nobody else there. Nobody.
I don't know what happened when I wasn't there.
No,
There
I'm sure.
had to have been close to well over an hour in the morning that I wasn't there, and well over 2.
And look at how she's leaning into him. You know what I mean? Listen, your psyche is your psyche. Like, some things just affect you. When she did that, I know he felt the pressure. Because if you're lying to somebody and they really get up into your face so you can really, like, register those eyeballs, you know what I mean? It makes you uncomfortable, even if you're telling the truth. Look
I
how
had
she
to
gets
have
up on
been,
him.
I had to have been close to well over an hour in the morning that I wasn't there. And
Leaning up on him.
well over 2 hours in the afternoon that I
Right?
wasn't there.
That's very possible that you left the residence. However, when you were there, whatever happened to her happened when you were there. It didn't happen when you were gone. It happened when you were there. And I wouldn't expect you to know what happened when you were gone. Nothing happened when you were gone.
She was already deceased.
Talk around in circles. Trust me. The evidence and her body speak for itself. And your story is BS.
Say bullshit.
So you better figure it out before it goes too far.
What are you talking about? It's gone too far. See, she was like 90% there. She was like really, she was going in strong with all her tactics, and then she fumbled at the end. Before it goes too far, what are you talking about? It's that far already. We are there. We are that far already. So, you know what I mean?
Because I'm telling you right now, nobody is going to believe that. Nobody. If you maintain that, you're going to look like a fool. Picture telling that story with your mother sitting there listening to that.
Okay. What?
Like,
As it's picked apart by as everything you told us is picked apart by everyone who testifies.
and we haven't even hit on everything.
We're holding some of it back, waiting to hear the truth. People can be sympathetic when they hear people be honest and remorseful. They can be empathetic to a situation that gets out of hand.
And here comes the second door out. Yo, I'll tell you something. Detectives are so predictable. If you watch enough of these, you'll understand which, and you find yourself in one of these positions, you'll understand which way they're going, and you might be able to out-talk them. But don't do that. Get a lawyer. Please get a lawyer, because your lawyer really trained for this shit. But they're just giving them an easier way out. People could be sympathetic, you know, when people are honest. Like, you know, what'd you say? If things got out of control. Listen. And then now they're like, hey, you could create another fake story where you did kill her, but things got out of control. Did she attack you? Were you trying to protect yourself? Yeah. Yeah, no, we understand. You just need to tell your story. Then he'll tell that lie. Then we find the error in the lie, but you're admitting to killing her, though. Then we got you. You know what I mean? This is why you need a lawyer at all times. And this is why this guy is for sure going to jail. Because he's going to bite. He's already in the corner. Now, they said, you know, if things got out of hand, they might even push it as far as saying, did she attack you? Wait for it.
But when people lie for hours on end and say, I know nothing about nothing, I don't know how she got that way, I thought she tripped and fell, I wasn't home, I was here, I was there, conveniently you're not there. It's complete hogwash.
And we haven't even got the medical examiner's findings from the strangulation and all the things that go along with that. It's science.
It's science. They're treating him like a moron.
It's not guessing. It's medical science.
Plus everything we've done at your home tonight.
Looking at the picture, I can't tell if he's smirking or if he's regular faced. I feel like he's smirking throughout this whole thing. Almost like smiling, if you would. He's almost smiling like, yeah, you motherfuckers got me. Man, you fucker. If it wasn't for you meddling kids, I would have been free. You ones are, you guys, you caught me. I think that's the smile he has right now.
Still there.
This BS about 3 o'clock in tubs and
You guys.
it's crap. It's crap. You know it's crap. It's a crappy story.
It's a shitty story. And you could tell this woman has kids because she has not cursed one time. She said that's BS. It's crap. It's a crappy story. She is hilarious. God bless this woman. She does not curse. And I'd be cussing up a storm around her like, damn, girl, you don't even be fucking cussing like that. Nah, let me stop. Nah, but for real, she don't curse. And it's kind of cute. It's kind of attractive that you don't, standards about yourself.
Yeah, you don't know what happened when you were gone. I get it. But you know what happened when you were there. And that's what counts.
You know, you fake cried for about 7 or 8 hours today. Not one tear came out of your eyes. Not one. Not one. Not on scene with the officers. Not in this room. You have fake cried over this woman's death since we made contact with you. For hours.
For hours. That's probably why he can't do it no more. His face is tired. And again, it's tiring to cry. But to fake cry is probably super tiring. Because again, your emotion will outweigh your tiredness. So if you're really crying, we just out here crying. No effort, baby. We're just sad, depressed. We just crying, no effort. But if you're pushing effort to squint your face and to cry and to do all that shit, it's probably a nightmare. I would cry for the fact that I'm crying so much. Like,
every single time you fake cried, we wrote it down. Not one tear came out of your eyes. Not one.
Nope.
Okay? We've been extremely patient with you for a very long time. I am losing my patience at this point because there is not a lick of remorse for what you did to this woman. Not even a little bit. Okay? I'm really starting to believe you wanted her dead. And I'm really starting to believe you planned it. David.
there you go. See, now we're saying we could go harsher. You don't want to give us a story, then we could say, it didn't get out of control. Maybe you wanted it, huh? They're just trying to get him talking. Again, these are not lawyers. We don't know what the prosecution's gonna say. They're just throwing anything on the wall that'll stick. What's the saying? Throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. That's what they're doing right now, effectively.
Because
a lot is
not
sticking.
a lick of remorse. Not even a little. You sat there for the last 2 hours and stared at her picture, and you haven't cried. Not one tear. You're staring at a woman you're telling us you're in love with, and you've done nothing the whole time. But close your eyes, huddle up, and protect your own ass.
And what would an innocent person do? Like, lady, don't you fucking talk about my girl like that. How dare you? Shut your mouth. And I need a lawyer. Or you know what I mean? You would talk back. You would talk back aggressively. At least I would. Anybody would defend themselves, especially if you love that person. You're telling me I didn't love the person that I love? No. Disrespectful ass. Shut your mouth and have some respect for the dead. That's what I would have told her. But what does he do? Huddle up and protect his ass, like she said.
And that's all you've done. You've not shed one tear on that picture. Not one. You claim to love that woman? I would be under the fucking table in a ball if I was in love with that woman and she was dead.
Wow.
I would be inconsolable. I wouldn't even be able to utter the words or talk to detectives for 6 or 7 hours like you have. Okay? You've not shed one tear in that picture. And you've been staring at it since she presented it to you. 2 hours ago. Over 2 hours ago. You are not remorseful for what happened to her. You could give 2 shits about what happened to Shanti tonight.
Oh, her. I'm starting to feel some good cop, bad cop. The one that's crap. That's BS. The one who doesn't curse. I bet you she curse. But they're doing a little good cop, bad cop shit. Because in my mind, I was like, oh, she don't curse, but the other ones sure do. But I really do think they're doing the good cop, bad cop. The more I'm seeing it. So they're employing 2 things. The good cop, bad cop, this they're trying to give them another alternate route. Like this Did something happen? Did you lose control? I'm starting to feel like you wanted her dead, you know? Maybe you didn't lose control. Like, they're doing a few things, and I mean, they're cracking him. He's silent right now, but they're cracking him.
Okay? I told you she was murdered. Murdered. Someone took her life from her. And there's nothing. You can't even fake it. That's how much you could give a shit. You can't even fake it. I know you think your theatrics and your maybe some drama that you've had in your past was good. It was terrible. The officers on scene didn't believe you, and neither do we.
Got caught, buddy.
You fucked up. That's the end of it. You screwed up. You made a mistake, whatever it is. I'm starting to believe it wasn't a mistake.
See?
I'm starting to believe that David wanted this chick dead. For whatever you might gain, for control, creative control of the house, so you can direct the build. I don't know what your motivation would be. But I know you stand to benefit. I know that the show that's going to happen is now yours. That all the decisions that are made are now yours. The 250 grand you tend to inherit, you can build the house of your dreams. Maybe never work again. I know there's motivation. Is it the actor motivation? Maybe not. Is it what I'm going to paint you as? Probably.
Damn, that's crazy. That was just a little
In relation
snippet.
to the
That was just a little snippet of that interrogation. But, you know, people do crazy shit every day. People do crazy shit every damn day. His name is Cooper-Tronnes. No, David Tonnes, and he killed his wife, Shanti Cooper-Tronnes. We're going to keep up with this. I want to see what happens when he goes to court. I'm going to do my best to keep up with it. But until the next one, people, I love you guys. You know, you already know what time it is. Go check out the Instagram. Go check out the Patreon. Go show some love. Until the next one, people, I love you guys. Stay inside. Stay safe. I will see you in the next one. Peace.